Commander Geridos, greetings. You just joined. Is this the continuation of the previous episodes? It is, yeah. So if you come from the Markgfl channel, this is the 4-hour live stream episodes. If you're referring to those, then yes, this is the third part. If you've watched me on the Let's Play channel, I've got shorter half-hour episodes releasing daily over there. But they are just taken from the live stream, so depends which channel you come from. Oh, the trauma specialist only costs 4. Does he?
Operation was successful.
You are right. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. I'll hire the engineer. And then we'll save 4 for one of these, because I don't need them yet. And we'll just see, because we might get more chemical attacks on this one than trauma ones. Right, that didn't take long. What's gone wrong? That's fine. It's a medic team. So this person gets exhausted really quickly. The 12-hour shifts system doesn't seem to be doing me any favours. So they're on shift 1. If they can keep going... Oh, screw it. I'm just going to take them out. We'll leave it on the 12-hour shift system. But I don't think that's working as intended. You finished the first live stream and only got halfway through the second before I had to go to work. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying them anyway. Oh, you've already watched the Czech playthrough, Bedmont? It is a brutal focus tree. There's not enough in there. I think I'm going to be playing as Finland in Hearts of Iron 4 next. And I've got some nice ideas for some different games, like a historical USA game, but you don't actually start building your army up until 1941 when Japan attacks. I think that'll be a nice challenge, rather than, you know, using your knowledge of what's coming to start building the economy up from 36. It'll be a totally different experience. Okay, we're churning soldiers out. This is good. Let's put them in, and let's get that colour to change from red. And who's waiting? There's someone on good. No one's about to drop down dead, which is good news. And I'm going to have to start producing this, aren't I? Do we get supplies coming? We get food. We get personnel. And we get a lot of materials. And these materials are going to go to waste because I can't use them all. However, like you say, I think we can click on the button for improvements and it sinks the cost and we just don't... we can finish it later. So that was an excellent suggestion, by the way. I can't see who left it now. Moneyman, you can sink the supplies for it and finish building it later. Yeah, that is a great suggestion. We're going to do that as long as we have the orders. So what would we like to increase here? Oh, what about this one? Ah, wouldn't that be great? If I had 2 more orders. Decreases the rest time needed for units by 10%. I don't think the resources will be such a panic moment for that, so that's okay. The warehouse provides a truck that can be sent to depots in the scout map. It's a lot of orders, but I want to sink some resources so we don't lose them. We can only store 2,000. So it's going to be something expensive. This decreases the construction time of improvements by 25%. What's that one? The mechanical mill. The stew brewing pots. What's the third? Can we go for this, by the way? Oh, it's only production slots for the pharmacy? That's so disappointing. What we can do is I can probably sink the cost for this. And I need to put somebody in. I'll put one in to start it and just click assign. Because then that eats that and then we don't lose it. And very soon, in fact, now, we're going to start engineering medical supplies like there is no tomorrow. Nice. Appears our initial diagnosis was wrong, the wound was cleaned, and it's fine. See, aren't those positive things good? In a game where not much positive happens, every one of those blue events just picks my mood up a little bit.
The construction site.
You decided to purchase the game as well? Nice. Let me know how you get on with it. Oh, but you saw me stream, so you decided to watch it instead of playing. Well, I mean, you can do things very differently to how I've played it, and
Operation was
you'll
successful.
get quite a different experience, I think. I think I can remove the engineer now that I've started that production off. So, do you know what? I can do that for the engineers. It's this one, isn't it? Now that it's working, I don't need them in there all the time because it's not that urgent to get this finished. I don't think it is. But that is. So we'll get working on those. Oh, hang on. Would prefer to work in the engineering depot. Oh, I see. So he'd prefer to work in there. I'm okay for alcohol. I don't have a lot of trauma stuff. Does it say on... Yeah, see, it'd be... I could put him to work in there. I just don't feel like... I do need alcohol to build up, though. I just don't know what my current stocks are like of it. I could even leave just one guy working in each one, couldn't I? We're going to run out of these pretty quick. And I could get some alcohol used up, but I'm going to take him out and put him into... we'll put him into this one, because it looks like we've got a few of these being used already. Okay, so that's fine. They can do whatever they want over there.
Sir, operation was successful.
So the US Hearts of Iron 4 sounds like a great idea.
Engineers reached the pharmacy.
Yeah, I might try the Battle of the Bosphorus DLC stuff. I don't know, though, playing as Turkey, Bulgaria, or Greece. I'm not sure. It might be interesting. It might surprise me. Let's have a look. New casualties. Alright, we're coping with this so far. We're churning people out. Every time there's a +3, it just goes in there, because it makes sense to get that. And the +1s... Okay, this looks like this is going to be challenging to build up to. Cheer up, your strength will be back in no time. This game is actually so much fun.
Engineers reached the construction site.
So our engineers are doing engineering things. We're producing more medical supplies. I'm going to guess that...
patient is cured.
The most alcohol we can store is 60 anyway, so we would do right to use a bit of that.
Sir, we lost this patient.
Oh, we lost one. Do we have anyone on the cemetery? Yep, we do. Great. And we've got a spare medic team available at the moment as well. Okay, I'm going to see if they will cope with the 12-hour shift system. And if not, we'll throw things in. The reserves. Commander, you've recently been playing Hearts of Iron 4 with the Millennium Dawn mod pack. That brings the game into the modern era, doesn't it? It looks interesting. Hey, Alwyn. No, we haven't restarted. We're on Chapter 2 now, so we made it to the end of Chapter 1. We kind of scraped through, and now we're on Chapter 2. So it kind of resets all the crap gone wrong, gives you some more resources, and then I guess you just have to prepare for the next stage of stress. But so far, it's going quite well. Oh, that engineer, did he say he preferred not to work in there? Which one was it? He would prefer to work in the Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, you're right. He says would prefer not to work in the engineering depot. So he's absolutely fine there then. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, well spotted though. I hadn't seen that.
Sir, new patient arrived.
This is a tower defense game. I guess it is, I suppose. Ooh, what have we found? The scouts team decided to stake out the road that was probably most used by the man. It's not long before the man with the cart appears. The scout commander decides to reveal their presence. When they go out on the road, the man, clearly in confusion and panic, rushes to the nearest bushes and escapes, leaving the cart. Approaching the cart, the scouts find it's filled with alcohol, herbal medicine, and mead. That's from a monastery. So I can find the man or confiscate the cart with alcohol. We should find the man, because there might be more of this stuff. Search the area to find the man that left the cart does not take long, as when the scouts approach the nearest bushes with rifles in hand, a man jumps out from them asking them not to fire. He appears to be wearing robes, the kind used by friars. He falls to his knees and begs the scouts to not take the cart from him. When questioned, he explains his name is Tuck. Really? He's Friar Tuck. Not Triumph. No, not that guy. He is a friar in the monastery not far from here. He was asked with delivering medicine and mead to nearby villages that need them. He explains that he hides each time soldiers are near, as he was once robbed by them in the past and doesn't want to happen again. So we can confiscate the supplies anyway, offer to escort the friar and help with the cart. The scout commander tells Friar Tuck that they are no muggers and they will help, and they will not be taking his cart, then propose to escort him to the village and help him deliver the supplies if he is so fearful of soldiers. Friar seems surprised. I forgot there is still goodness in this world. He smiles and accepts the scout's offer. He mentions that there are 3 villages that he needs to deliver supplies to, and then he can return to his monastery. He offers to provide the scouts with some monastery-made mead as a token of gratitude. So, scout team will require 10 alcohol. Okay, that's fine. That takes us up to near our limit anyway. And morale improves.
Scouts unit has started a new mission.
That's pretty good. I think that's a good outcome there. Oh, we should have followed him just to see if he's telling the truth. It's quite possible. Right, who's exhausted? My nurse is exhausted. That's why we brought a spare. I could have tried them on the 12-hour shift, couldn't I? What time is it? It's 12 a.m. So she went on shift. We want... Yeah, so she's resting. That's going to be the 8 a.m. Yeah, so she's going to get 7 hours sleep before that happens. And let's see if that works.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Let's see if that... if she recovers properly. Morale's 70%. Looking good, isn't it? Moneyman, sorry, I might have missed the thing.
Sir, operation was successful.
Would it not be better to have the +3 in the trench, since they cost less to maintain than many more +1? How do you mean, cost less to maintain? Because the +3 fella... Let's have a look in there, by the way. So, like, I get 3 orders or 3% morale, but I don't think we get necessarily that much combat power. It's not like... Because you get +1, +2, +3, don't you, on these two? They're always the same. But I don't know if the combat power is related to that. He does have some more. You have to feed them. I don't think we have to feed the guys in the trenches. Although I'm not 100% sure on that, so let's have a look. People to feed 32. No, that can't be the guys in the trenches, because we've got... We have a look at the staff. So, there's 12 medics. 17 in total. 22. 29. I've miscounted then. 12 records for these. 17. 22. Is it counting the dogs? 29. 30. Well, it's not counting the soldiers in the trenches anyway. I think he means the better the combat power with fewer soldiers means less casualties in combat. I don't think it calculates it like that. I think it just means you have to have a certain number of... a certain amount of combat power to meet that. And whether you meet that with a few tougher soldiers or lots of lesser soldiers, I don't think it matters, but I honestly don't know. No, you can't call them back from the trench. Once they're there, they're there. So, having drafts, yeah, allows me to build and upgrade things and order materials if we need them. Although that is some combat power. He does have some experience. But it's a +3. Well, what happens if I drop him in there? It did make a big difference. Possibly. What happens if I take him out of there? And him out of there? I don't know. It's a good question. The game and its mechanics in the background are a little bit of a mystery at the moment. What's happening in the pharmacy? Sorry, it's this one. He's exhausted making trauma supplies. Not a great surprise. Yeah, I will use a few more of those up. So if we put those on, and can we put this on a 12-hour... We'll try the 12-hour shift system and see how long that actually works for before it goes bad. Your main train of thought is if you have level 3 people go to the trench, they get wounded again, you won't be seeing the level 1 that you sent into the trench. I don't know really, it's one of those things... one of those things that needs to be sort of experimented with. There will certainly be a more efficient way of working the numbers, but as I'm not sure how the game calculates things, I'm going to go with the way we've been doing it at the moment. But if I don't need the orders, I'll put the +3s in there. The drafts. I've got to start calling them drafts. 2 stable dudes. Okay, I think we can probably fit you in there. Put the good one to the back. I do feel sorry for those guys who get put further to the back. But it is triage. You're critical, but you can come straight in and you can rest afterwards. So we can get straight on with that one.
Sir, nurses reach the casualty clearing station.
Isn't the tutorial to tell us that if they survive the assault, they get experience? Yes, I think so. Ooh, bad news. Holy crap. Appears this patient's nervous system is critical damaged. High risk of permanent paralysis. I advise a more careful approach. That's a 10-hour operation. And the doctor's going to be exhausted afterwards. Go on, I'm going to do it. Because we're on top of the casualties at the moment, so we're going to do it.
Patient is cured.
There's no one in the trenches. So these are people coming in by train at the moment.
Sir, operation was successful.
I'm saving those staff points because I don't know who we're going to need.
Sir, patient is cured.
Oh, hi, Bohax. Yeah, I knew you can change the shift. You can switch them from the first to the second shift. Now, what we're trying to work out in the 12-hour shift system is if they actually rest properly as if they were back in lodging if they're not on shift. Because I'm not sure they do. It doesn't seem like they recover all their energy. This was a cleaner wound. Nice. Shorter operation. Oh, I'm so loving those bonuses. Catherine, thank you very much for... Is that a super chat? Thank you. I will raise a glass to that. Cheers. Thanks very much. There should be a notification pop up somewhere over there sometime soon. But YouTube has a delay on it. And not necessarily the streaming and the video side of it, but the notifications. It's kind of weird. Actually, I can see what that is. Thank you very much, though. I will put that towards a coffee or a day out somewhere with the kids. Not that they want to go anywhere with me anymore. I'm too old for that. Too old and uncool. Right, let's see. Where are we? We should be panicking over something, should we not? I had my doubts, but Major is doing quite well. I hope they're talking about me.
Patient is cured.
That's nice. That is nice. So we need to... Alright, these are experienced guys, so these definitely go in here. And... I'll stick him in. What I had been doing is just the ones... Oh, well there, that +1 was enough to make the difference. So I can't spot a pattern with that. But any that are worth +3s, I generally throw in this, just to make sure that we get the maximum benefit from those drafts. Surely the 12-hour wouldn't completely rest because then you wouldn't need the 8-hour shift. Yeah, but if you think about it, if you assign someone to lodgings, they will fully rest in 6 hours. 6 to 7 hours. So if they've got 12 hours when they're not doing that, they should be fully rested when they come back and we shouldn't see exhaustion. You been enjoying the content so far, Money Man? Definitely be checking out the Let's Play channel. Hope to see much more. Oh, thank you very much. There's loads of stuff on the Let's Play channel because I've been streaming for... Is it 6 years now? I think I started with Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's Witcher 3. There's some big role-playing games on there. There's a load of wargaming stuff. And if you like this, you'll probably like Last Train Home, which was the last thing I streamed. It's a World War I game. Very similar to this in a lot of respects. It's got a Frostpunk feel to it. And based on a true story. So definitely check that out. Oh, God. So all these... Right, okay, so... We need to get some improvements here, because now... Oh, it's longer rehab? Oh, longer rehab's okay. I can take that. It's longer surgery that I didn't want. So he was bitten by a rat, and he's got tetanus. That would have been definitely a common thing in the war, with all the barbed wire and dirty conditions that the troops are living in when they're at the front. And rats and stuff. So someone's tired. Okay, so no, this they're finally exhausted this one, so we're switching to a... Oh, hang on, are we? Yeah, we're switching to a 24-hour system there. And then we're just going to have to just switch nurses in and out as best we can.
Sir, nurses are on the way.
Teabag, how is the game? You heard it's getting boring once you understand the game. I think the level of...
I would
Hang
like
on
to
a sec.
propose a solution to our
The level of stress that it pushes at you all the time, yeah, it doesn't get boring. Because you always feel like you are never quite coping with it. And it's like Frostpunk when it gets hard. It's good, that. Yeah, I don't think I can go onto the 8-hour system yet on this, because I think that's an upgrade. Because the 12-hour one was an upgrade. So maybe the 8-hour one will be as well. The alcohol is going down. I will have to put someone on to work on that. As you see, there's so many things to keep an eye on here. Anyway, let's see what this guy says.
stalemate on the front. We should dig a tunnel beneath no man's land and blow up enemy positions. I've already gained approval from HQ.
It seems a bit excessive.
I just noticed that the medics... Yeah, so the 12-hour system isn't really doing me any favours here. I'll switch them in and out. I'll keep it on a 12-hour shift if I can. I don't know. I don't think these guys are doing anything at all, so... we can switch them out to where they're needed.
Are you not too optimistic about this idea, Lieutenant Colonel? The Germans have proved time and time again that they have excellent tunnel detecting equipment. We could turn out to be shooting ourselves in the leg rather than a bullseye to the enemy's head.
Do not be so pessimistic, Major.
Nice, easy operation. Cool.
I've never tried it on this section of the front. They're surely not expecting it. Besides, all I request is help from your engineers and maybe some resources. Your help will be more than welcome. I intend to go through with it anyway.
What's the schedule? Okay, I've got to get burning through these, otherwise this is going to be wasted. I'm thinking I maybe should have upgraded the
Sir, doctor is going to rest.
the warehouse.
Sir,
Right.
patient is cured.
Pause. I need to catch up on stuff. What is this? This is the opportunity to build a tunnel through here. Okay, Angus gained approval from HQ to dig a tunnel below no man's land in an effort to surprise the enemy. He has requested our help in completing the project. He wants our engineers to help with designing the blueprints and laying out the paths. There'll be no change. Oh, send the engineers. So one engineer. I can spare one engineer. Because there's a guy who... these are working on stuff. We will send... I'm not sure I can spare one engineer, but I'll send the guy who's resting. Assign. I've lost him for 12 hours. That might be a mistake. We'll see. Yeah, I think it is time for a bigger warehouse. What's that going to cost? Is it housing or is it production? It's that one. And it's that. No, I can't do it because it's 9 drafts. And I'm nowhere near having that. However, there was something else that was 900 resources, wasn't it, that we could afford. I need something that's expensive in resources but not in drafts to try and burn some of these up. I mean, all these are kind of expensive in both. That would be a good one. It's 8. It's 8 drafts. That would be a really good one for the resting. No, I can't find anything here that's going to be cheap enough for me to get. Nutritious rations. And those are kind of expensive. Okay, that's a good one. What do I need to get that? I just need 5 orders. And that reduces the food requirements. That's going to be useful. Decreases crunch. Oh, okay, I might do this one. I can afford 2 orders. It's a massive improvement, though. Let's do that. It sinks a few resources. And we're going to sign both of these guys. If we get that finished, because the other 2 aren't strictly necessary at the moment. And he's digging the tunnels for 12 hours. So... or maybe it would be good to get 1 finished. I don't know. I don't know. Too many requirements on me at the moment. Actually, yes, you're right about improving the dressing station as well. Which one is that under? So there's one here. Then we've got... I hate this thing. It's where the pointer sticks to things. Can I just have that? Because we've got that. Do I need this as well? Well, we're not getting that now. Oh, I've already got that one. Okay. This would... okay, I see. Then we get ambulances. That would be useful. That's a good one there. Okay, well, it's fine. I think we've got time to get this up to blue before the war comes. And we've got casualties coming through clearing. And we've got a problem in rehab already. Exhausted. Well, this is why we can switch them out, so...
Sir, nurses are on the way. Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Alright, we'll just see what we can build. A bit by
Sir,
bit at a time, I think.
Cured. Sir, new patient arrived.
Keep an eye. I need to notice when the scouts come back as well. So I often miss that returning. HQ orders just to survive. Oh, let's have a save before the game goes and crashes on us. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. It's a totally different sort of game that I haven't played for a long time. Well, apart from Last Train Home. But that didn't have quite the stresses on me that this does. Let's see. It seems the patient's body was able to fight off the infection on its own. Closing the wound should be enough. So that... okay, that's shorter rehab. And that's decreased costs in that. We can afford it at the moment, so I'm going to go that one.
Sir, patient is cured.
Might regret that.
Sir, new patient arrived.
What's that? Nurses also have preferences or modifiers if you hover over the mouse. Oh, they do. Yeah, they all do. What was weird, actually, because the nurses, they... oh, here we go. Like, so, would like to work the second shift on the 8-hour shift system. Yeah, good luck with that. She would like to work the second shift on the 12-hour shift system. She would prefer to work in the operating ward. She does not have any preference. Oh, would she? Hang on. Ah, right, okay. She is my... She wants to be in here. So if I put this on to 12 hours, and I put her on... She's on the second shift. Right, that's got it. These two both have... I wish you could see it from this screen, but you need to go to staff, nurses, Arabella Head. Yeah, they've both got speeds up operations at operating wards. So that's why those two want to be in there. So if I go back to assignment... So she would prefer to work on the operating ward. I'm sure she would, but you don't get the choice. They would all like to work on the operating ward. That's kind of annoying. Nobody wants to work in rehab. But anyway, it is what it is, so we'll just go with that. I keep missing the word not. Oh, I do. She would prefer to work in there. You're right. Anyway, that's luckily worked out then, hasn't it? We've got two perfect people for the operating ward. It's tiny little text. It's easy to miss. I don't know if the engineers do have these things, don't they? Would prefer not to work in the pharmacy. All right, so we can shift him. He can go anywhere. Does not have any preferences. Would prefer to work in the engineering depot. We can put him back in, but so far, what we'll do is we'll just switch those two over. And put you on 2. So one's resting, and one's working. Switch that like that. So we're getting some materials kicked out. If it gets serious, we'll increase it to a 24-hour shift. So this is just morale improvements. It's quite handy. We'll build that up while it's quiet, because when it all goes to shit, we'll just assign people everywhere, and it will probably go horribly wrong. Can't you just rotate them in shifts so everybody can work in the place at once? You can do that. You can mix people out, but you need to, I think, keep them in there to get those morale benefits. And then they're like, you need to keep them in there for a long time. Plus, the two that I do have working in the operating ward, they have specific benefits that help the operation. So I don't want to take them out.
New patient arriving.
New patients, good. We can work on these. This is fine. You can rest after that. And we've got some trauma ward people in. Yeah, these are very slow to get through. 16 hours, 11 hours. Like, this is where we run into the risk of people dying, because whilst these aren't like really serious things to treat or difficult, the time it takes to get through them is forever. And that's why I was thinking we hire another trauma specialist. None of these are that long, so I think we're going to do that. We're going to hire the trauma specialist and get working through them faster. Stable. Someone is serious? Right, okay. We'll take that off. He's okay. You can go in there. And then just work those in. What if I did that? He's exhausted after that. Okay. We'll let him finish resting, and then he can probably do them all in one go. Is there a max number of upgrades you can work on at the same time?
Doctor is starting a new shift.
As long as you can assign an engineer to it, then
Doctor is starting
I think you can have as many as you want. But the downside is you need to assign engineers. So, like, I've got 3 going, but they're not all going to be working because I've got engineers only working in 1 at the moment. And I think they're probably exhausted. So before that builds up, I'm going to bite the bullet on this. And we can't do it because I haven't ordered the... I haven't finished the trauma wing yet, so that's okay. Oh, God, there's more tired people. It's going to be a medic. Yeah. That doesn't seem to work. Let's... Well, maybe. Would prefer to work in the clearing station, so I'll put them there. Would prefer not to work in the clearing station. I can switch them out, actually. Who was the one? Prefer not to work in the casualty clearing station. Put them there. That's that one. So they're going to be happier. They have no preference. They both prefer to work in there. That's okay. And they don't have preference either. Stripes on the soldier picture signify how quickly they deteriorate. So the ones with 3 stripes. Is that right?
Sir, we lost Sir. We have received a...
Something special has just happened. Is that right? So this is how fastly they deteriorate. I had no idea that was the thing. I thought that was related to their military experience or something. Which I'm thinking, well, why are we getting to see that here? Okay. Oh, we've got a VIP. This is Alistair Young. Oh, we can skip that because it's relating to this guy. Son of a prominent reporter from the London Gazette. He joined the war of his own will despite his parents' objections. He requests to be allowed to return to the front and denies any problems reported by his sergeant. Sir, I am to inform you that there is a pressure coming from HQ in Britain to release from service Private Alistair Young due to his general problems with shell shock and his general state of trauma, despite his best attempts to hide it. The British headquarters is willing to provide a replacement squad of soldiers from Britain if we were to fulfil their request. Right, so when he goes into rehab, we need to remember that we're sending him out. He wants to return to the front, but we're going to discharge him because this sounds kind of important, actually. So he's going in there, and then we're starting to lose people. So if I switch them around, yeah, it does seem that this is the rate of decay, if you like. So we should have him in there. Got it. That's a really useful tip. Thank you. Is it Sihan or Kihan? Thank you very much. That's awesome. Game needs to tell us all that info. Yes, it absolutely does. Because a lot of it is just guess. See how well you can guess. Right. Okay. We can move on a bit, I think. Let's see who's in rehab. And let's see what's going on there. Got a load of guys pending release. Oh, these have got good military experience. He's got good experience. Let's drop him in there. I was hoping we'd turn blue from that. He doesn't have any military experience, so he can absolutely get sent to headquarters. What happens if I put him in there? And him in? Right, that gets us to blue. Okay, so I'm going to take the +3 out, knowing that we're going to get to blue fairly easily. I'm going to put him there instead. And that's fine. That's fine. Because we've got more casualties coming through. Our personnel were mistaken in their initial diagnosis. We should perform a full examination to ensure that we are administrating the right treatment. Oh, God. Yes, we better had. Like, we don't want to remove his testicles if he only had a splinter in his elbow or something. That would be bad.
Sir,
don't know if that's a common medical mistake, but it would be a bad one to make.
Sir, medics reach the advanced dressing station.
Felden, the rate of decay is the chevrons pointing downwards. Which ones? I don't see any chevrons pointing downwards on there. Only the ones pointing up. The blue ones? Oh, I see. This one here. By God, that is hard to see. I hadn't even realised that that was a chevron. Let's have a look. So, there is one on there. Oh, yeah, this guy has 2 on, but then he has 2 of these as well. They all have 1. If they have 1 bullet hole symbol, they all have 1. And this guy has 2 and 2 chevrons, so But this doesn't relate to this. So is this still their military experience? It's all guesswork, I'm afraid. But we will... So if the chevrons just match those, then it's just the bullet holes that... Oh, hang on. No, that's the stars. It's talking about the stars there, not this. It's a bit of guesswork, but... It is hard to see that stuff. Okay, I think we know what we're looking at there now. Thanks, guys, by the way. Can we speed this up? I'd really like my engineers to finish working with something. I wanted to do that, but I think what I'm going to do is finish this, and then we hire a new trauma assistant, because this is nearly done. Oh, no, it's that one, isn't it? Oh, crap. Yeah, go back to that then. Let's see, we're making that. We're producing that. The alcohol is getting low, but that's okay. The alcohol can run down, and as long as we're not...
Sir, new patient arrived.
...out of it altogether, we're okay.
Sir, patient is cured.
The bullet stopped on the bone again. Shorter operation. That's nice news. And this guy is critical. Okay, I think we can push him in straight away on there. I'm just looking to make sure everyone else is okay. You can go up there. What do the engineers do in the game? Yeah, they do upgrade buildings. You also put them to work in the pharmacy, where they make surgical supplies and trauma supplies, and in the engineering depot, which is over here, where they...
New patient
Just a sec. Where they produce food, and there might be other things. Food and alcohol, as it turns out. And it didn't tell me, but the scouts have got back. So let's go inside the scout tent and see. This bit could do with a bit of work, I feel. So they're not carrying anything. Yes, they are. They've got 10 alcohol on them. So if they go to the hospital...
Sir, Scouts unit have started a new mission.
Okay, they're returning to the hospital. You are joking? So it's going to take them 22 hours to come back? No, sod that. I thought they'd come back to the hospital. Let's get them some more work on. What's this? Group of people are asking questions about the hospital nearby front line, showing unusual interest in both subjects. Scout team should be sent to investigate and find out if they are German spies. The monastery life. Hang on, monastery. We want to go and check on Friar Tuck's monastery. They may be worth investigating, so they could have supplies to barter. Yeah. Assign to that. I don't know if I can now. No, I don't think I can. They're coming back to the hospital, which... I thought they were here because they dealt with the friar, but perhaps not. Never mind. That's a long time to be doing that. That's kind of annoying.
Sir, operation was successful. Sir,
Oh.
new patient arrived.
Pause. Save as well. Those dastardly crashes. And upgrade. So this is a medic team. He eats once every 2 days at the moment. So they perform better ADS, works better with others. Others working with them tire less, works more efficiently, is not affected by negative traits. The composed one sounds good, not affected by negative traits. This is Bo Carter. Others working with them tire less. I don't know, I often have them working alone though. I could set them to be better at one thing and another, but then we switch them around and it's hard to keep track of all that. Alright, catch you later, Catherine. Good luck, Commander Grados. Hope your run goes well. Just works more efficiently is not a bad thing. Yeah, rather than specialising them, I'm just going to go works more efficiently. I'm not quite sure how that relates in the game. It probably relates well to engineers when they're making stuff. It might give them a production bonus. We could hope. So these are exhausted. This is on the... I can't read that. That's blurred out. It's not my eyesight. It's definitely not my eyesight. But that is the 8 AM till 8 PM shift. So they're currently on. Fair enough, we just switch them over. Take them out. As long as someone's doing it. This seems to be working okay at the moment. No one is getting absolutely exhausted. And this is banking morale as well. Yeah, you can go back in once you've had a rest. See, it's 6 hours to rest, so in theory they shouldn't get exhausted on 12-hour shifts, but it does. Maybe they can't work for 12 hours. Maybe that's the thing. There is a frontline teabag. If you switch to this, you don't really get to see any battles, but you do get to see where your medic teams are going out to do things. I don't really know why we can click on... Well, we can't click on them.
Sir,
But we can see soldiers moving like that. It kind of shows where they go, but it doesn't really... There's no real interaction with this. At least, not that I've seen so far. How are we doing? Okay, we're keeping on top of the resources, so they're not piling up. We're keeping on top of that. This is okay. And the food's going down, but that's fine. And the soldiers in here, that's a +3. Yeah, I need those orders, because the upgrades coming now are really expensive ones, so... Drafts. I need those drafts. I keep calling them orders. I don't know why.
Sir, operation was successful.
Good news. Oh, there's 2 patients awaiting. Are there really? Oh, there's one in there. See, the chemical ward is okay. The treatments are relatively quick. I don't feel like we ever need to, or at least at the moment, upgrade this and get more of them. This one we absolutely do. So this is on the list of things to upgrade. Extremely exhausted. This guy is going to be This guy is going to die unless I throw him in somewhere first. What if I put him in there? He'll be exhausted afterwards. It looks like... Okay, this guy's well rested, so I think I can get him... He's not going to die. He's lost his black skull, so that's good. And you can work on this after a rest. Okay. I think that's... He's resting for a little while. 5 minutes. No, you can come out and get working on those. It would have been fine, I think, but
Sir, Doctor is going to rest.
we'll push it forwards. Don't forget to release Young later on. That is a good call. I'm going to rely on you guys reminding me about that. I haven't put him in this, have I? No. No, he's in the trauma ward, isn't he? I will remember. I might notice him with him being a VIP. He's going to die. Denied. It just has to be done. So he's in there. Yeah, he's coming up next. He's going to be okay. Yeah, we must send the VIP home. And let's hope we don't get any more VIPs
Sir,
between
medics
now
are on
and
the
then
way.
to complicate matters.
Sir, operation was successful.
Alright, so we've got our engineer back. So what's going on the front now? So after inspecting the terrain maps and the trench site, 2 possible points of entry for the tunnel have been found. The first is in the west. It's a safer option, will be much harder to detect by the enemy, but it'll take much more time. Second is in the east and will allow for a much shorter tunnel, but it's more likely that it'll be detected by the enemy. Choose the west. Work on the tunnel has begun. We need extra efforts to keep the trenches safe until the tunnel is completed. Accept and close. For 7 days. That's alright, it's before the scenario ends, so I guess we can live with that. There's nothing I have to do. It might fire some more quests at me.
Sir, operation was successful.
I was doing the chemical ward for the luck chance. This is looking good. I could have some more engineers. Or I could have one more engineer. Let's have a look how the engineers are looking. Do we even have room for them? Let's find out if we have room for them. I can have one more engineer. And wouldn't it be typical if I order one and then we get offered a free one somewhere? I'm going to do it. Because we are using lots of engineers now. And a lot of supplies. Okay. Haha. Right. Improvements. Yeah, we can set it off when we just won't bank it. Build it yet. So, casualty clearing station. That would be useful. What's this one? This is the advanced dressing station. And it gives us +2 slots for medic teams in the advanced dressing station. It uses all my orders up, though, which I don't really want it to do. That decreases the speed of the patient condition by 10%. That's a nice one. That's a very nice one. Can't afford, can't do yet. Increases chance of operation success in all wards. It's a quick one to build. Housing. Housing, maybe. Where's the engineers' housing? Medic team rooms, nurse rooms, engineers' rooms. 6 orders? Really? That's a lot. No, that's a warehouse upgrade, but it's too expensive. That gives us a truck that can be sent to depots in the scout maps, which we don't have. Any scouting stuff? More scout teams. We can... Oh, that's an expensive one, though. But we do need to dump some resources, don't we? Somewhere. I could save up. No, that's not enough of a resource dump. Just the drafts dump, sadly. The specialist light system increases chance of operation. I think I might go for that. It's only 200. But it's it's a success. Yeah, I could save up and get the housing one. There must be something in production I can do. Rations. Rations go down slower. Maybe. The truck would be good. That would be good. That's too expensive. I feel like I might just have to just let it... Let's have a look at the schedule. There's 600 coming on the 10th of August, so we've got a day to use. I'll think about that for a bit, and then we'll see where we get to. We've got an engineer turning up sometime as well. I could start... I mean, if I turn these on to 24 hours, we could absolutely crank some of these out. It's going up nicely, though, so I don't really want to do that. He would like to work on the 3rd shift in the... Yeah, good luck with that. I'm going to put him in there. He's going to use a few of these. And we'll start getting this. Yeah, we'll just do that one. There's someone that wanted to work in the engineering depot, isn't there? Or does not. We prefer to work in the engineering depot. Right, switch those over. So he should be happier in there. And I'll put him on the 12-hour shift, and then hopefully he won't get tired. That's not a great use of the things. I need to think about this. About what we're going to upgrade. Finish up the trauma upgrade. If I get that one built, then they become 25% quicker to build. Tell you what we'll do then. Let's do this. Let's do this. Improvements. Sorry, it should be this one. You go and have a proper rest. Let's absolutely crank people into there and get that done. So that's now going to be done in 8 hours. Let's see it done. That's like a shift.
Sir, engineers reached the engineering depot.
Hey, TTV Nathan. How's it going?
Sir, engineers reached the engineering depot.
Yeah, I like the efficiency for all wards as well. The 10% efficiency is a good one.
Sir, Doctor is starting a new shift.
So we will look at that. Everyone's good here. Excellent. And we've got some pending ones. So, more orders. I think, did we work out we can do this with a +1? Yeah, it's blue. That's it, we're good. There's the 2 +3s. No VIPs here, that's okay. There's an extra ton of orders. And he's experienced, so I will put him into the trenches based on what you guys think might be important. So, it does make sense to me, but I just don't know if we need to go more than blue or if it matters. I'm not sure how the game calculates that. We can't actually go and see a roster, so... Seems the infection's not serious. We can just schedule a longer recovery and it makes things better and raises morale. I'm banking this morale for when it goes bad. Is this our engineer?
Doctor is starting a new shift.
It is. We have a new engineer. Perfect. So, let's go into this. So, we've got 2 people doing nothing. He's resting. I don't think so. Actually, what would he like to do? No preference. We can sort the others out. And then... let's put them into the chemical ward and try and get that done first. And then we can maybe spend the points that I was going to spend in that. Okay, I'll go with this. We've got... What time is the train coming on the 10th of August? It's coming at 5:45 AM. I'm not going to get it spent, so let's do the improvements. I need to spend about 400. So do we have orders? We don't have enough orders now, do we? Not quite. So it's something expensive. It's not going to be that. There was on the healing thing. Okay, that's 200. Let's go improve. I'm going to take 1 from each of this just to set this off, and it gets the improvement going. And then can I do another one as well? No, there's no, they just use up orders. I've got 2 now. I probably can't do this now, so I think we're going to end up wasting a little bit of stuff. Never mind. No, okay. Oh, I could do that one. Unlocks nutritious rations. It might be something we need to do. I'll not worry about it. I don't think we can do anything at the canteen or anything else, so... If we lose a few of these, we lose a few. It just seems to be the thing. However, now that they've gone in, I will reassign that straight away. And you can go back in there and try and get that done. It's going to be done pretty quick. Yeah, we need to get that done fast. We've got a lot of things half built up there.
Sir, engineers reached the construction site.
Good. Kick it in. So we're going to...
Operation was successful.
It's not too bad.
Sir,
It's going to
new
fill up, but
patient arrived.
it is what it is. Edwin Thompson
Sir,
died in the
operation
admission
was
area.
successful.
Did he? That was a mistake. We're not going to get that done in time for him, so he's denied. Sadly. And the chemical ward is okay. Yeah. We didn't get them done. We need to get that updated, don't we? And then we can get an extra trauma dude in.